Can Europe defend itself without the United States? This question has been echoing through the halls of power from Brussels to Washington for years, but now it's more urgent than ever. For decades, the American security umbrella has been the bedrock of European defense. But what if that umbrella suddenly folded? Let's take a realistic look at where Europe stands and what the future might hold. First, let's be clear. U.S. military power is woven into the very fabric of European security. We're not just talking about troops on the ground. Think bigger. Think about the invisible architecture of modern warfare. The United States provides the vast majority of NATO's intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance capabilities. Those spy satellites, the high-altitude drones, like the Global Hawk, the fleets of signals intelligence aircraft, they are the eyes and ears of the alliance. Without them, Europe would be flying blind, unable to see an attack coming or effectively track enemy movements. Then there's logistics. Moving an army is a monumental task. It requires a massive fleet of strategic airlift planes, like the C-17 Globemaster, and tanker aircraft for in-flight refueling. Europe has some, but nowhere near the scale of the US Air Force. If a crisis erupted on Europe's eastern flank, getting troops and heavy equipment there quickly and sustaining them would be a Herculean challenge without American logistical support. A European army might have the will to fight, but it could be stranded without the means to get to the battle. And let's not forget air and missile defense. Advanced systems like Patriot and the Aegis ashore sites in Romania and Poland are crucial for intercepting ballistic missiles. While European nations have their own systems, the American contribution forms a critical, integrated shield. A sudden U.S. withdrawal would leave gaping holes in this defensive network, making key cities and military bases vulnerable to attack. Perhaps most importantly, there's the nuclear deterrent. The American nuclear arsenal is the ultimate security guarantee for its NATO allies. This nuclear umbrella is what tells any potential aggressor that an attack on one member is an attack on all, with devastating consequences. While the UK and France have their own independent nuclear deterrents, they are much smaller and don't carry the same weight as America's vast and varied arsenal. For many European countries, especially those in the East, the U.S. nuclear guarantee is non-negotiable and for now, irreplaceable. You might think, well, Europe has powerful countries. Can't they just step up? On paper, yes. Germany, France, and the United Kingdom are the traditional heavyweights. Germany has the economic engine. France has a highly capable expeditionary military and its own nuclear weapons, and the UK has a world-class navy and intelligence services. In theory, this trio could form the core of a powerful, independent European defense force. They have the money, the technology, and the people. But here's the reality check. Military power isn't just about hardware. It's about cohesion. And this is where Europe struggles. For decades, each country has built its military for its own national needs. A French rifle doesn't use the same ammunition as a German one. A Spanish jet can't always be repaired with parts from an Italian base. This lack of standardization is a logistical nightmare. Imagine trying to run a multinational company where every office uses different software, different phones, and speaks a slightly different dialect. It's inefficient and slow. The political will is also fragmented. While everyone agrees on the need for more European defense, they disagree on what it should look like. France has long championed strategic autonomy, wanting a Europe that can act independently of Washington. Germany, historically more cautious, has preferred to keep the US tightly integrated. Other nations, particularly in Eastern Europe, view the US as their primary guarantor of security and are wary of any plan that might weaken the transatlantic link. Getting 27 member states of the European Union, plus other European partners, to agree on a unified command structure, a common defense budget, and a shared strategic vision is an immense political challenge. It requires a level of trust and unity that simply isn't there yet. So, if the US were to withdraw from NATO tomorrow, what would happen? The short answer is chaos. A dangerous power vacuum would open up, especially in Eastern Europe. The countries on the front line with Russia, like Poland and the Baltic states, would feel incredibly vulnerable. Their defense plans are built around the assumption of rapid NATO reinforcement, led by the US. Without that, their ability to hold off a determined attack for any length of time is questionable. This brings us to the strategic implications. Russia wouldn't necessarily need to launch a full-scale invasion to benefit from this situation. The mere uncertainty and disarray within Europe would be a massive win for Moscow. They could use political pressure, cyber attacks, and hybrid threats to test the boundaries, picking at the weakest points and exploiting the divisions within the continent. They could try to intimidate a smaller nation, betting that a fractured Europe wouldn't be able to mount a swift and unified response. The goal isn't necessarily to conquer territory, but to shatter European unity and re-establish a sphere of influence. In this game of high-stakes chess, just sowing doubt and fear is a powerful move. Could Europe eventually build a credible, self-sufficient defense? Absolutely. The potential is there. Europe as a bloc has a larger population and a larger economy than Russia. It has advanced defense industries and highly professional militaries. The journey towards European strategic autonomy is already underway. Countries are increasing their defense spending, launching joint projects like the Future Combat Air System and strengthening EU defense initiatives. But it's crucial to understand that this is a long-term project. It's like turning an enormous supertanker. It takes time, immense effort, and a clear, agreed-upon destination. Building up the necessary logistical capacity, intelligence networks, and integrated command structures isn't something that can be done overnight. It will take years, if not decades, of sustained investment and, most importantly, political solidarity. So, to answer the initial question, can Europe defend itself without the United States? The answer today is no, not effectively and not quickly. A sudden American departure would create a period of extreme vulnerability that adversaries could easily exploit. The road to European defense autonomy is a marathon, not a sprint. The continent is taking its first steps, but it still has a very long way to go before it can confidently stand on its own 2 feet in a dangerous world. The dream of a fully autonomous European defense is a valid and perhaps necessary ambition. But for the foreseeable future, it remains a project under construction, not a present-day reality. Thanks for watching. If you found this analysis insightful, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into global affairs. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.